Welcome to the series. School of Soul, SOS, isn't just another personal development guidebook. It's an original thought series designed to inspire critical thinking and an awakening to the truths of life. The letters SOS traditionally stand as a call for help, a plea in times of distress. Sailors, armies, and people on bad dates have used it for centuries when things go awry. Sometimes an SOS prompts an urgent rescue, and sometimes it goes unheard. SOS. Save our souls. In this ambitious series, SOS is an imperative and a much-needed directive. Our world is changing, and the prize they are attempting to seize is the soul. Your soul. SOS is about overstanding the intricate game your soul plays. It's time for you to overstand who you are and what you are really playing for in this game of life. Overstand, transitive verb, to keep on a navigational course beyond, a mark. To overstand is to comprehend a thing itself, and to have knowledge of why it is the way it is, and of its place or role in the grand scheme of things. Who am I? How did I become an author and arrive at this point in my life? Born in Canada. Raised in a conventional family. Held back by convention. Used convention to make money. Escaped convention to become a global citizen and a student of the School of Life. 6 years ago, on October 1st, 2017, I was in the crowd when a mass shooting occurred at the Route 91 Music Festival on the Las Vegas Strip in Nevada. Obviously, I survived, but most importantly, this trauma did not leave me permanently numb. That evening, I learned the true value of life, and I have not looked back. Of course, I give my soul deep condolences to the 867 humans who were injured that evening, and my heart and prayers remain with them and their families. But for me, this tragedy carried a life lesson: to value each single moment and never waste a second of my time. This has been challenging, not for me, but to be me, which means first finding out who that is, who I've been, who I am now, and who I intend to be, and that included multiple struggles to overcome what others did not wish me to become. I never thought the hardest battle I would ever fight would be the fight to become myself. You do not realize how trapped you are in life, in your role, in your job, by those around you, by your family, until you try to leave the cage. I set my sights on freedom and claimed it at all costs. After that evening in Vegas, I have never been the same. Thank God. I am better than ever because I learned that my life matters, that it is a gift to be alive, and that time is more valuable than dollars. Since that day, I have paid the price to earn my freedom. Freedom to be myself and the freedom to create a life worth living. I persevered through fear, solitude, financial hurdles, doubts, separating myself from my family, home community, and everything I ever knew to choose my soul's purpose and make it to my grand demonstration. Some tried their best to hinder my journey, as they did not grasp the profound lessons that drive my soul. Everyone gets a review at the end of life. I call this J-Day, when your life flashes before your eyes. There are 2 versions of J-Day, and we do not all get the same movie played. For some, they will have their loved ones, and a replay of the life they lived appear in their mind's eye. And for the others, they will have a review of the life they never had but always desired. This is right sight, the only moment when you receive an intense download of your entire life's memories and aspirations at once. All of it in a sheer second. And that is why people are not the same after a life and death event. These flashes in time offer you an opportunity to realign your life, and I am still taking advantage of it every second of every day, for I witnessed the life I thought I would never get to see happen. Once you know the fragility of your own existence, you might never waste your time again. Thank you to everyone who has stepped in to support me as I transitioned from who I was to who I always wanted to be. When the time comes to review my life on my final day, I intend to feel proud of myself for doing everything possible to become everything I could be in this lifetime. I hope you will do the same in your own way, perhaps with the help of this series. Here are some questions I began to ask in the aftermath of my experience in Vegas, and some initial thoughts I had trying to find my way forward. Where do I come from? Why am I alive? Why was I born? What is my purpose? What am I meant to do while I am here? Why do we want the things we want? Why do we all have a different dream? Why does each of us have a unique dream? diverging from the rest of the pack. Why the name Soul Renovation? Now, if anyone thinks I'm sitting here on my high horse, preaching about success, thinking I operate better than you. No, 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 no. You got it all wrong. It's easy to point the finger at successful people and say they have it all, that everything comes so easy to them when you don't know them or their story. Never ever have I thought I was better than other people. Quite the opposite. Since childhood, I thought everyone was better than me and that I had no worth. It's true. I have what I call a commitment mindset, which most would kill for, some might call it obsessed. But what most people don't know is that I built it from scratch. I didn't start out this way. My strong and forceful energy can be misinterpreted, but my life has not been all successes. Oh my gosh. No. I know what it feels like to be kicked in the face by life and then kicked again while you're down. Way down. I know what it is to feel like you can't keep going. I also know what it feels like to wake up every day with the feeling that something is just not right. I was just a regular girl, a typical girl with a typical life until one day, a profound transformation began. It wasn't just any change, it was as if my mind exploded, and I was gifted with right sight in life. The transformation of my brain has been nothing short of a miracle. Before this happened, I knew nothing. My original mind was not bright, and there was no sign or indication leading up to that moment that hinted at what was to come. Please know this. There was a time when I really did not like who I was. I mean, I didn't like myself as a human. Let's just say, there was a point when I truly hated myself. I didn't like my actions or my words. I didn't like the way I lived. I didn't like my surroundings. I wasn't happy with my partner or the people I hung around. I didn't like anything or anyone I knew. I didn't even like myself. With that realization, I decided to begin my soul game, which required a soul renovation. When I speak of the word soul renovation, it literally means what it says. My soul renovated my life. It was my soul, not me, that decided to renovate my life. The day my transformation began was the day my soul has been leading me and bringing me to all the knowledge, skills, and resources it needed to feel satisfied with my life. My soul is running the game now. Renovation. Noun. Consider this. The original etymology for the word renovation was renovatio in Latin without the N. It originally meant rebirth, from c. 1400 theology, which defined it as spiritual rebirth wrought by the Holy Spirit. Now, from wherever I may be, I continue to renovate my soul and work on my mission, and I am inviting you to come along if you want to do the same. I am still learning, tracking, and observing myself to find room to improve. Heck, I still do things that scare me to challenge myself. But the deeper I get into this journey, the more exciting it becomes, and my vision keeps getting bigger and more refined. I invite you to join me. It's time for you to renovate your soul. We're all playing the game of life, but with wildly different finish lines and goals. Making a living is one thing, but creating a life? It is not the same thing. Snippets of time stack up like building blocks to make a life. Minutes become hours, hours become days, and days become years. The secret lies in understanding your why. It's all about finding your personal driving force, what sets your soul ablaze. Here in Soul Game, we take a raw, unfiltered plunge into the intricacies of soul alignment. Soul Game is the primer for School of Soul. Why play? For you can't learn why to play if you don't know what you are playing for. You know exactly what you're capable of. You've had moments when you had a glimpse of your potential. You, like everyone, have always had the natural power and ability to craft your reality. The problem is, these gifts were never nurtured. No one taught you how to recognize, hone, and use the God-given resources you came here with. You are about to learn. How you'll learn that if you do your part, the universe will do its part. You'll learn how life and reality is a co-creative process where you and the universe both have a role to play in achieving your destiny. The sooner you learn to work together, the sooner your life experiences will enter a flow state. You will need to take a leap of faith as you open yourself up to this new perspective on life. Once you step into your power, once you step into your gifts, everything will change for you. I am about to teach you how you can have the things you want in life. To start, you just need to realize that the only reason you don't already have them is because you haven't learned how to control your character, your energy, and your life. Through years of life lessons, I have mastered the how and what to make change possible in almost any area of life. This is what I'm going to pass on to you. School of Soul will be the most influential series you ever read. It will guide you back to your personal power and purpose. It will retrain your mind to take back control of your character and your life. You will know your worth and begin showing up in the world as the person you were always meant to be. You will not only know the power you possess, but learn how to harness it to become who you want to be in life and get the things you deserve. You will no longer wonder what you are doing with your life. You will be on purpose and on path. And when you're not winning, you'll be able to quickly course correct to get back on path. Once you finish School of Soul, you will never again see yourself or the world in the same way. You will learn that life is a game with levels that you need to pass. You are your character, and you control your destiny. Through this lens of life as a game, you'll learn instructions to play the game you never knew existed. School of Soul will train you to be the powerful creator you are and manifest anything you want in life. I am here to teach you how to train your mind and get everything working in your favor. The different seasons and chapters in life will still come and go, but you'll be able to trust that it will all work out. You'll know it's all for your benefit. You'll remain sure of where you will end up, no matter what happens along the way. You will still have challenges before you pass each level, but you will no longer experience the same resistance and pain. With faith in the process, everything will move smoothly, and everything will eventually work out in your favor. Everything will get better for you. If you feel like something is always going wrong, just start walking in your purpose and realign. Everything will start going in the right direction. Before you know it, you will already be on the other side of your transformation. You know you are destined for great things. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop wasting time. I knew that I needed to create School of Soul for as many people as I could. That's because, as a society, we have become extremely lost. Once we got lost, the system kept us lost. As a result, we have lost our purpose and our connection. There's a risk of losing more in the years to come. This is why the time for School of Soul is now. What of yours is the most valuable in your entire game? What is your birthright? Your royal right? It is your energy to create. You are the conductor of your own energy. You are more capable than you have ever imagined. You can, and you will have the life of your dreams when you decide it to be. You are from a royal bloodline that you likely know nothing about. You have the ability to create any life you desire. You are a natural-born creator, and don't you ever let anyone tell you differently. I have witnessed the unseen, and I have seen the other side. I will now pass on all I know and all I have learned. Let us begin. Take it or leave it. Before we continue, let's set our expectations. What you've read so far and what's about to come represents what I know and what you will learn. Take it or leave it. Maybe you're wondering how you can know any of what I am teaching is going to work for you. Here's the truth. You won't be able to prove everything I say or teach. What is truth you yourself will find on your own journey. Once you do the work, you will begin to know on your own, and the question of whether this can be known or proven will no longer arise. I can give you all the information, but I can't do the work for you. Nobody can force you to do any of it. But doing the work is critical. It is what will get you to see the results. And the results will help you reframe your view of how things work in life. It's so important that you start doing the work so that you can make space for truth to show itself to you. It's up to you to get to work implementing all of this in your life. I trust what I know based on my direct experience and my ability to accept new ways of thinking ahead of common knowledge. What I know is what I know from doing the work. And now it's up to you to trust what you'll know when you do the work in your own life. I do not claim to be an expert. I am someone who has done the work, and continues to, in my own life, and I keep seeing the results. I am sharing my direct experience and my approach to all the steps and lessons in the game that are part of doing the work. I am not encouraging you to accept anything as truth, including anything I say in School of Soul. In fact, I encourage you to do the complete opposite. I challenge you to question what you know, so that you rebuild, based on your own experience. At every opportunity, I'll guide you with exercises and activities that will help you do the work, so you can start having direct experiences of your own. Then, you can see for yourself what is becoming true in your own life. Until now, you've probably accepted many things as truth without realizing it. Society has a way of doing that to us, telling us what to accept without teaching us how to question it. Note: understanding how this operates is fundamental to understanding how to succeed in your game. Knowing something, or thinking you know something, isn't as easy a concept as you may think. When you take a closer look, much of what you think you know may have been built on a shaky foundation. Likewise, there is so much worth knowing, but because until now you haven't been encouraged to look, it remains unknown. That's all about to change right now. Everything you learn here is meant to challenge everything you've learned so far in your life. It is intended to open up your perspective of the world and invite you to challenge what you thought you knew. Only then will you begin viewing what is all around you and what is really affecting your life, ideas and things you may not have been seeing. From your direct experience, regardless of anything anyone, including me, feeds you, you can build a new foundation of knowledge, which can enable you to re-envision your life and build out your own most successful version of the game.